Welcome to the Startup Funding Espresso. I'm Hall T. Martin, where we talk about how to raise funding and invest in startups and the time it takes to drink an espresso. If you have a question about startup funding or investing, please go to the website, startupfundingespresso.com, and type in your question into the chat bot in the lower right corner to receive an answer. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Hall T. Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot at startup funding and investing. The lead investor brings value to the startup. Here's a list of values lead investors can bring to their fundraise. They help increase the chance of success of the fundraise. The presence of their leadership shows investors the startup has support, and they bring other investors into the fundraise. Finding additional investors is the ongoing challenge. Many investors will not invest without a lead investor. The presence of a lead investor solves that problem. The lead investor can help progress the fundraise process. The lead investor typically invests 20 to 50% of the round, which takes care of a sizable portion. The lead investor leads the diligence, which is oftentimes the biggest hurdle in closing the round. The lead investor manages the legal process and papering the deal. And the lead investor oftentimes forms an advisory board if there's no formal board. Finally, the lead investor negotiates the deal with the startup, which is a time saver. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start listening to today. Hall T. Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinion of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions.